Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. It's all gone crazy today in the transfer market, just ahead of the brand new season. Of course, the season kicks off today, Burnley taking on Man City. And then tomorrow, it's all about Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, the early kickoff. But the transfer market has gone nuts. Liverpool outbidding Chelsea, been bidding all summer for Caicedo for £110 million, which, by the way, is more than what we paid for Declan Rice, right? And then Harry Kane, finally moving to a big club. Harry Kane seemingly on his way to Bayern. It's gone mad. It's gone completely mad. But what it does shows us, right, is that it's totally vindicating Edu's masterclass of transfers this summer. I mean, when I sort of look at the fact that, and I think, Caicedo going to Liverpool is going to strengthen Liverpool, is going to make Liverpool. I already thought Liverpool will have a good season this year. That definitely strengthens them. But he hasn't had a pre-season. They haven't got him in early enough. They've done it all last minute. And, so he's, going to have a pre-season and get used to Liverpool. And then you look at Chelsea, outbid, you remember them doing that to us with Mudryk and et cetera, outbidding this. Their main target that they've been going after all summer, they haven't got that done, so they're not prepared in that area. And then you look at the business that Arsenal did with Declan Rice, doing all that sort of real loud, expensive business really early on in the window. And if you look at Arsenal, they've got in 3 of their main targets, all in early, all have had a full preseason. And now they're getting this Raya deal done for £3 million as a loan deal, with the rest of it being, as my mum used to say back in the day, layaway, right? The rest of it being paid at a later date if we deem him as a success. It's been an Edu masterclass so far. I remember the meltdowns over Edu when Manchester City came in, just like what Liverpool have done here with Caicedo, and made a late bid, and everyone's like, I remember doing a live stream and even getting slated. Oh, Robbie, I think you work for the club, you're defending it. And I'm saying, listen, all I'm saying is, let's be patient and let's see what happens. And Arsenal got their man. Despite the move by Man City, Arsenal still got their man. So well done to Edu so far this transfer window. He's really been spot on with his business, and him and Arteta and the whole of that transfer team have really done well this summer. We just seem more prepared than some of our rivals when it comes to transfers. We could get one more in though, or one, possibly 2 more. We know that Arsenal now are just sort of sitting around and waiting for that really big deal or that real player that might suit Arsenal to come up. Now, Mohamed Kudus, you think to yourself now, Brighton, because we heard last week that Brighton had agreed terms with Ajax, said to be around about £35 million for Kudus to sign for Brighton. And now, obviously, Brighton have got a lot of money. He's selling Caicedo. They sold Sanchez to Chelsea, their goalkeeper. They've got a lot of money at the moment, McAllister. But according to Voltball International, which is a publication over there in the Netherlands, they say that the deal to sign him and all the terms and all that has expired. Kudus was apparently given 48 hours to respond to Brighton regarding personal terms, and they're saying that that's now expired, and now he's still available to the club that's going to come in with the biggest bid. We know that Arsenal would like a sort of player that could cover that right-hand side and also be very versatile in other areas. Kudus, as we know, we've spoken about many a times over the summer, very, very good player, hence why Brighton are trying to bring him in. And we know Brighton, they don't buy mugs. They've got a great record when it comes to buying players. Could Arsenal now make another move for Kudus? Not at the moment going to Brighton. Definitely nothing concrete. Could Arsenal make a move now and try and get it done? Chelsea could come back in as well. We know that Chelsea have shown it interested in him as well. But it's a huge boost if Arsenal are looking to get this deal done. So it's a wait and see on this one. It's a definite wait and see, but a definite possibility still for Arsenal that Kudus could be the 5th signing of the transfer window. Let's wait and see. The definite signing is David Raya. He's having his medical today. Now, it's all going to be done and announced before the game against Nottingham Forest. And, of course, we're playing Nottingham Forest on Saturday. Matt Turner's gone, so, you know, we need a number 2. There's Hine, but I am, you know, I'm probably figuring a match day squad. But David Raya is going to be in time for that game against Nottingham Forest, and that's real good news for Arsenal. Following Balogun, the saga continues and continues and continues. But if you're going to get the most money for a player like this is how it's going to work. There's been claims and counterclaims today that Inter Milan have pulled out of the bidding war to try and get Balogun signed. Now, there's reports that they've been very unhappy that Arsenal have said to them, listen, we want Nicola Barella in exchange, you know, which would be, I spoke about this one on yesterday's show, would be a great bit of business if Arsenal could get this one done, because Barella is a really, really top player. But there's been talk from Italy that, you know, Inter not happy with that. They're not going to include Barella. And they're saying to Arsenal as well that the money that we want for Balogun is too high and they simply can't afford it. If you can't afford it, get lost. That's what I'd say. You know, we've got to get the maximum amount of money for him. Look, as I said, look how well Brighton have done with the Caicedo thing. They've hanged on all summer and now they've finally got, you know, the money that they've been looking for. And remember, there's still, you know, a couple of weeks to go of this transfer window. So for me, Arsenal, they shouldn't be super rushing this one through. You know, he's going to go, Balogun. He's not going to stay at Arsenal. I'd be absolutely shocked if he did. He's going to go. So Arsenal just need to be patient with it. The team, though, that look like they're really at the front of the queue to get him is Monaco. Now, according to RMC Sport, they claim that Monaco are going to return with a new offer and a new bid to try and get this done. Something that's going to be closer to the £50 million that Arsenal are asking for Balogun. They've also stating that Balogun has agreed initial personal terms with Monaco. So this is a move that could happen. Remember that he played in the French league last year. Monaco are without their striker now. He's suffered an injury, so they're desperately looking for a striker, and they have made Balogun, excuse me, their number 1 target. So let's keep an eye out for Monaco. They really look like they are really serious about this one. There's been talk also about teams like West Ham, but it does seem like it is right at the front of the queue, Monaco. So let's keep a real close eye on the developments there. But again, as I said, if you're going to buy him, got to come up with the money. And lastly, Buendia, who was very heavily linked with a move to Arsenal all week. That move is definitely going to be off. He suffered a significant knee injury that's going to keep him out for a while at Aston Villa. So definitely Arsenal are not going to be moving for him. So could it be Kudus? Going to be really, really interesting to see. But the Premier League is back this weekend. Cannot wait for the game tomorrow. Arsenal taking on Nottingham Forest. And we're going to see. And again, that's what I say when I talk about good transfer business by Edu, is that 3 of the brand new signings could figure in that game. Absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.